Hey, what is going on, you guys? Dale here from Freeman Gaming. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another GTA Online video. First of all, I want to apologise for not uploading a lot lately. I have been fairly busy with work and family related stuff. But anyway, I'm trying to get back to a decent schedule, and hopefully we can try and stick to that schedule as best as possible. But yeah, like I said, welcome back to another GTA Online video. Today we are going to be going over the brand new DLC, which is the Cayo Perico Heist, and we're going to go over the brand new vehicles that are being brought out for this heist, and I'm going to show you, like I said, the locations and stuff on, like I said, the island where you can find stuff, some helpful tips and all that as well. So without further ado, let's get on with today's video. So first of all, I am going to be showing you the brand new submarine and some of its features that it has. So first of all, we'll go on to our phone, and we are going to go to Warstock, so because this is where you're going to get the submarine, and here it is here. So ideally, this submarine is going to cost you around about $2 million. Now, that is just for standard. However, if you're wanting to add things onto it, it's going to cost considerably more. Now, me personally, I do like the submarine. As you can see, when you first go onto Warstock, you get to choose which colour you're wanting. So we've got black and red. We've got black and like a silver here. We've got like an army green with the red on the bottom. We've got like a sort of like a bluey colour in red. We've got two-tone blue. We've got blue and green. We've got the sort of army sort slash navy style colour on top. Like I don't want to say cream because it's not really a creamy colour. It's kind of like a mixture between cream and brown, I would say. And then also the red on the bottom. You've got then silver and red, which is more. I would say that silver's more navy type style. You've got dark blue. You've got silver and orange. The orange kind of ruins it a bit. I would have preferred it if you had like an all sort of. Oh, there is an all silver option. That's more your sort of navy type there. But I went for it was this one that I went for. You got like so all red, and you got like a lighter blue, which just looks terrible, and then you got like all black. But I would say this is more like a navy style here, but that's just me personally. As you can see, all of them cost like a different price. But like I said, when you first go onto it, this is your standard, which is the black and the red here. But like I said, for each one, it's costing you $75,000 to add on a different colour. Next, you got the flag. You can actually choose what kind of flag you're wanting on the front. So also, with us being Scottish, we went with the Scottish flag. You've got American, USA, we've got France, we've got Italy, we've got, I believe that's Switzerland. Yep, Sweden, Argentina. Can't remember that one. Oh, that's the EU flag. We've got Finland. I think that's the Netherlands. Yep. Sorry, I'm not very good with setting flags. I do apologise. We've got Portugal. This is going to be Korea, or South Korea, I should say. That's going to be New Zealand. No, Australia. God damn it! Apologies to all the Australians. I'm so sorry. I don't. It's just because your flag and the New Zealand flag, which is over here, are kind of similar. It's the only thing is there's less stars, and the stars are a different colour. So I do apologise for that. Next, we've got Germany. Fuck, I forgot. That's the Swiss. was going to say Belgium. And we've got the Turkish, we've got the Chinese. Not too sure on this one. That's Hungary. We've got Puerto Rico. That's going to be this is going to be Brazil. We've got Japan. We've got Jamaican. Sorry if that sounded slightly racist, but I was not intending that. We've got Mexico. We've got Ireland. Not too sure on this one. Croatia. Israel. Nigeria. Slovakia. This is going to be Spanish. Got Colombia. Austria, the Welsh, Czech Republic. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I'll probably butcher it, so I do apologise. If you guys know the correct pronunciation for that flag, do let me know. Palestinian, South Africa, Canada. We've got Great Britain, which is aka United Kingdom. Technically we should be putting this flag on, but honestly the British can go fuck themselves for all I care. But yeah, because we're Scottish, we're going with the Scottish flag. And obviously you got other flags here. You got Norway, you got Russia, you got England. Boo the fucking English. I'm looking. You've got Denmark, Malta, Poland, and then you've got Slovenia as well. Each of these flags are going to cost you an extra 25,000 to add on, but also your flag will be standard for wherever you live. So also ours was Scotland, so also that doesn't cost us anything. Next we've got the sonar station. Now this is actually going to come in handy. The sonar station comes in very handy, but also we can't click on that because we've already bought it. What the sonar station allows you to do is, I don't know if you guys are aware, but there are 10 hidden treasures all around the map. By purchasing the sonar station, this actually allows you to locate these 10 hidden items across the map. They are not going to be around the new island. They are actually going to be around the whole island of LS. So they're dotted about all over the place. So by activating your sonar, that's actually going to blimp the location of where they could be. Now, unfortunately, when you do activate the sonar on your submarine, you are unable to move your submarine. That is part of the sonar's purpose, unfortunately. So, like I said, with the sonar, this gives a quick blimp of where the locations of these hidden treasures are. What you get from these hidden treasures, I do not know, as I'm still yet to discover all 10. But I will give you an update when I decide to go after these 10 hidden loot crates and find out what it's going to give you in return, whether it'll be cash and RP, which is probably most likely option that I'll give you. But honestly, I could not tell you. But if you guys know, please let me know in the comment section below. Next, we got our guided missiles. Now, our guided missiles are going to be up here, and basically, I absolutely love the guided missiles because when you fire them, just seeing them launch from your submarine is absolutely spectacular to watch. And yes, like I said, they are guided missiles, so you do have control over the missile. The only downside is if you are trying to find a target, also you will be able to also load up your map and find out where your target is. But when you are flying the actual missile, you will not know where that target is on the map. You actually have to try and kind of judge where your target's going to be and where your target's going to end up, unless you know exactly where they are. But yeah, it's a nice cool feature that they've added on to it. We'll go into detail in just a moment about that. Next, we have our weapons workshop, like any other of our vehicles, especially from when we were doing the Doomsday Heist, and that's when they first introduced your weapon workshop. The submarine comes with one as well, so you will be able to purchase your Mark II weapons and ammo and all that stuff from your submarine. Next, we have the Moonpool vehicles. Now, with Moonpool vehicles, we actually have two vehicles. We have this brand new Sparrow helicopter, which you can upgrade. When you're upgrading it, you can actually change the colour of your helicopter. You can decide whether you want it to add missiles, which will be located on the bottom of the helicopter just here, or you can have, I believe it's a 50 caliber machine gun as well. The other vehicle we have is the brand new Kraken submarine, called the Kraken Avisa. If we, unfortunately, it's not going to show us that. We'll show you that just in a moment. But it's a brand new submarine and it's a 4-seater. But we'll show you that just in a moment. So next we are going to be showing you around the submarine. So with the submarine, we have 11 quarters. You can actually spawn inside your submarine, and you can actually use this as like another on the water sort of home, like your yacht. So also we've got our quarters here, which has got a bed and all that. We've got a laptop here for browsing the internet and stuff, and we have a wardrobe. Further along here, we've got also like some other beds in here. So basically similar to when you are doing the Doomsday Heist, the Bogdan problem. It's kind of the same sort of submarine anyway, same sort of layout. Through here we've got our sort of mess hall, and the good thing about the mess hall is I can actually buy snacks, well, get snacks from here. So also your standard snacks, you got your E-Cola, you got your Ego Chaser, your candies, your smokes and your beer. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that they added that, so it's another wee place to know about. Further along here you got your upstairs and you got downstairs. We'll go quickly downstairs. Through here is going to be where your weapons and all that are going to be located for your Mark II stuff. This I didn't know about, and you actually got a wee camera station here. But yeah, this is going to be your Mark II weapon workshop along here. As you can see, there's that I didn't know about. You can actually pick up rocket launcher ammo here. See, that's pretty cool. Here you got your what looks like your torpedoes. That's pretty cool. I've not actually explored the sort of bottom levels of the ship, submarine much, I should say, but it's quite smart. Let's go back upstairs and show you some other features. So up here we've got like another wee, well, this is the cafe, never mind. Stairs. There we go, stairs. So we're going to go up these stairs right here, and we're going to go back here. So this is one of your exits and entrances right here. Through here we've got the main deck, so you've got your heist planning board right here. We'll go over that in just a moment. Here is going to be your sonar / missile area, but you can actually so if you just, so basically this is going to be like your missile area here, so I'll show you what that does in just a moment. So let me just sit down. So you also sit down, you press A to launch guided missile, and this is what it does. So there you go. as you can see, you can control it by using your right analog stick. So also you can move it all over the place. It's pretty cool sort of feature. Also, you can't go too far away with it, as will lose signal, as I figured out yesterday. But yeah, it's a pretty cool feature. And as you can see, the GTA Snow is back as well. Happy days. But we are gonna go cruising up this vehicle's arse. Boom. And we got cuts for that, but we don't need to worry so much about that. Now, the only downside with the missile is it has a reloading system, so it does take quite a wee while before it can be reloaded. Takes about a minute to reload, I believe. Also, because today is the 22nd, like I said, they've brought back the GTA Snow, and you will get all your as a wee Christmas present. They give you all these weapons. So I believe it was like got full body armor, grenades, molotovs, fireworks, all that jazz. And also, you can also pick up snowballs, but I'll come to that later because everybody pretty much knows how to do that. Now, what I was surprised about with the submarine was you can actually drive it. Now, this is an absolutely smart idea and a very cool feature on your submarine. I absolutely love it. Taking your submarine for a test drive and all that. But yeah, I was not expecting GTA to allow us to actually drive the submarine. I was just expecting it to be doing other things. Now, the good thing about it is you can also fast travel as well, a bit like your yacht. But unfortunately, your yacht does not allow you to drive it, whereas the submarine does. So, in order to drive it, if you're on Xbox, it'll be your A button. For you guys that are on PlayStation, it'll be your X. And also for your fast travel on Xbox, it's going to be your X button. And on PlayStation, I do believe it's going to be your square button, I think. Yeah, square button. But anyway, we're going to show you what it's like to drive and some of the other features. So, as you can see, we are officially in drive mode. In order to fire your missiles, your torpedoes, I should say, it is the B button. So as you can hear that, you can just hear it just slightly when I'm firing it. In order to submerge, it is your X/A button, and that takes you underwater. And if you're wanting to re-emerge, it's going to be your X/square button, like so. Now with the submarine, it doesn't basically drives like your car. So on Xbox, it's your RT to move, and on PlayStation, I do believe it's going to be your R2. The handling on this is pretty straightforward, quite simple. The only thing that you do have to be wary of is also other submarines, other players, for example, because they will fire torpedoes and missiles directly at you as well. Good thing about the submarine is also if you are using it, you're able to dive under the water, so it's most likely some players won't be able to hit you if you're underwater unless they have sonar. Now with the sonar, you can detect other submarines that are in your as well, so it gives you the slight advantage by getting it. But yeah, overall, I'm very happy with the submarine. If you press right on your D-pad, you can actually activate the periscope as well. So you can use this for the lookout, and you can actually lock on someone's position as well. So that's pretty handy. Also, we can't see shit because obviously the snow now being here and that as well. But like I said, it is a beautiful feature to have. In order to activate your sonar, I do believe it is going to be your right analog stick. So, if you just bear with, so there you go. I've activated my sonar. So as you can see, it actually comes up with the sonar on your map. So as you can see, it's blimping 10 locations, which I will just show you. So these 10 locations are going to be your little hidden crates. So you've got Alien Bitty here. One roughly here. As you can see, there's none down this side until you get back towards the airport. As you can see, there is one here. I think there's two or one here. As you can see, one there. Yeah, there's one here, but as you can see, there's 10 of them to collect. But by activating your sonar, it's going to give you a better chance of locating them. I think there might be a couple down this side, but also because of where we are at, it is only showing us the ones along here just now. But that's just a rough idea of where these crates are at. And like I said, there is 10 of them to collect. Now, as I said before, with activating the sonar, oh, it is actually letting me to drive. Okay, that's pretty cool. That comes in handy. With the submarine as well, there is, I believe, an autopilot, and I think it is if you hold right on the D-pad. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, autopilot is engaged. So if you hold right on the D-pad, that will stop you from actually moving your submarine, and that will engage the autopilot. So when autopilot's engaged, you cannot move the submarine whatsoever. It just keeps it stationary until you hold right on the D-pad again. It's going to also disengage your autopilot. But like I said, overall, the submarine is absolutely brilliant. The only downside with it is quite pricey, but it is definitely worth getting, especially if you're wanting to do this brand new heist, because you will need the submarine as a headquarters in order to activate it. So I'm going to come back out of that, and we are going to show you the Sparrow and the new Kraken submarine as well. Now, the only downside when coming back out of the driver's seat is it kicks you with like a rebreather mask. I don't know if that's a sort of glitch that's been happening at the moment. I really don't know why it does that, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Also, another thing to show you is you do have a diver's uniform along here somewhere as well, I believe. I think it's going to be along here somewhere. Yeah, it's going to be back here. We do have a diver's uniform. It's going to be just before your helicopter. As you can see, it's just here. So you got your scuba gear here as well. I do believe that comes along with the submarine for free. Back here is your Sparrow helicopter. Like I said, you can customise this, so also I've customised my colour to black, and I have the missiles underneath it. It is a pretty cool helicopter. It's a two-seater, but the only thing is when you do decide to board it from your submarine, it automatically takes you into first person, and I don't really know why, as you can see. So I really don't know why it takes you into first person. It's maybe just because the area you're in, but honestly, it's a nice helicopter to use. It's quite quick and all that. As you can see, you got all you got see-through glass at your feet, which is pretty unusual. You can see like the back of the helicopter and all that, where your engine motor is going to be, and your gearbox and stuff. But yeah, it's a nice helicopter. There's two ways of getting down to your submarine, and your submarine is actually going to be underneath your helicopter. You can either take the stairs, or this smart little feature here is where the ladders are going to be to take you right down. Now, it did take me a wee while to actually notice this. Not a lot of people noticed this when they first purchased the submarine. It was actually my friend, but that goes by the gamer tag Alan Blake 385, that actually showed me this wee ladder to actually get down to the submarine. So here we go. We got the brand new submarine, brand new Kraken Abrisa. And the good thing about this submarine is it's a 4-seater. I'm not too sure about the design of it, because it looks pretty crap in first person, I have to agree. But yeah, it's a nice submarine. When you look at the back of it, you would actually think it was a car, because look, it's actually got like a brake light here. Also, it's got like a total depth of 2,000 meters by the looks of it, as it says that on the side of it. And good thing is you can actually listen to the radio while you're in the submarine as well. So yeah, it kind of acts like a car in a way. Also, you can use this for locating your hidden treasure in that as well, because I do believe the Kraken comes with sonar as well. So yeah, it's definitely a nice thing to have, especially if you're trying to locate these hidden treasures. But anyway, that's going to do it for the submarine, and we are going to quickly go over the heist board and all that now. So if we go back this way. So in here, like I said, is your main deck. Here you're going to have your heist board as well. And I'm going to quickly go over everything that I've found on the island. Now, it does take you a good couple of attempts to find everything on the island. It took me a good number of attempts, over 10 attempts to actually find everything. But once you actually find everything, you're going to have a good amount of money that you're going to make from this heist. So we'll go over to the planning board. As you can see, you can actually earn well over 5 million for this heist, depending on what you're going after. But we're going to explain that in just a moment. So as you can see, I've got a 25 altogether for secondary targets. Now, for secondary targets, you are going to have cash, you're going to have weed, you're going to have cocaine, going to have gold, and you're going to have paintings. Now, all these locations for your painting, gold, cocaine, weed, and cash, they are going to be randomized for each and every individual person. And for each time you activate the heist, they are going to be in different locations. Now, these are only the locations that I have for this heist. Whereas next time when I decide to do the heist again, all the locations for your cash, weed, cocaine, gold, and paintings, they are going to be in different locations. So, as you can see, I've got 9 cash, and these are the locations right here, which are flashing. So, as you can see, you've got the hangar area, you've got the docks, and all that as well. For weed, I've got 7. These are going to be the locations just flashing here. For cocaine, I have 4 locations. For gold, it's going to be 3. Why they're not flashing, I don't know. And for paintings, it's going to be 2. Again, why they're not flashing, I do not know. But there you go. There are where the paintings are going to be. They're going to be on the compound, along with your gold as well. and as you can see, I've got 2 caches in the compound. Well, 3 caches in the compound as well. Now for the compound as well, your locations of your secondary targets, they are going to change as well. For each time you do it, they're going to be in different locations and in different warehouses. Now I do believe there is quite a sufficient number of secondary warehouses, but we'll go into more detail about that in just a moment. So as you can see, they're the locations of where I found the cache, gold and paintings, whereas if you are doing yours, they might be in different locations. As for infiltration points, there are going to be 8 infiltration points altogether, and we'll just go over those and change the map back. So these infiltration points is, number 1 is going to be your airstrip right at the very end here, but your flashing triangle is. Your next one is going to be your halo jump. Now you can find this anywhere, and you can halo jump anywhere along the island. Next one is going to be your west beach, which is just right here. I do believe there's going to be a dock just down from it, which is going to be your main dock right here. All you have to do for this one is just take a picture of the waterfront. Next one here is going to be your north dock. This is going to be the first infiltration point that you're going to take a picture of, because as you first visit the island, Pavel does tell you to take a picture of this dock. The next one here, we are going to have our north drop zone, and that is going to be, you're going to have to take a picture of this boat. This boat is also a location where you can find, I do believe it's going to be your bolt cutters. You can actually find a pair of bolt cutters in this boat, but we'll talk about more about the bolt cutters and the grappling hooks in just a second. Next one here is going to be your south drop zone. I do believe there is an anti-air missile thing here as well, and as I'm going to tell you this now, there are going to be multiple anti-air missile locations dotted around the map, so I suggest if you find them to take photos of them, because they will come in handy for when you are doing the heist, especially if you're going to attack or leave via air support. Now the final one is a very streaky infiltration point, and that is going to be the drainage tunnel right here, and that is actually going to be located behind your compound, where you're going to find the Madrazo files. Now in order to find this drainage pipe, you do have to go underwater at the back of the compound. However, you do not need to take a picture of this location, as Pavel will actually tell you that you found the drainage pipe. Now you have to be pretty close in order to get it, literally right at the back of the building. But yeah, that is going to be all your 8 infiltration points. Next, we're going to have 4 escape points. They're going to be your airstrip again. You're going to have your main dock. You're going to have your north dock, and you're also going to have your submarine. Now these are all escapes. The only thing with the submarine escape point is you will have mines in that location, and they're going to be obviously underwater. So if you do decide to use your submarine as an escape, do be cautious of those mines. Next thing we're going to have is your 6 compound entry points, and they're going to be all dotted here. So first of all, you're going to have your main gate, which is your first one when you first come across the compound. Next, you're going to have the north wall. As you can see, there is a gap there, like broken fence on the wall. Next, you're going to have the north gate. Now, in order to get into the north gate, you will have to have a key card. Now, in order to get this key card, I found this out from my friend Connor, and once again, my friend who goes by the name Alan Wake 385 on Xbox. Um, Thank you both for telling me this. And like I said, in order to get into this Northgate, you will need to have a key card. Now, in order to get this key card is going to be a random event that is going to spawn in LS. Now, this event is totally randomized. What will happen is if you do come across this random event, it will pop up a blue dot on your map. Now, this blue dot is going to indicate a guard that is passed out drunk at a certain location. Now, these locations could be randomized all across the map, but a majority of the time you will find them outside a pub. Now, where I found mines was I found mines at the biker bar on your way to LS. Not Ellis, to Palito Bay, I should say. That is where I found my one. I do believe he also spawns near your one of the nightclubs and across from Tequila La as well in LS. They're the only locations that I've heard of so far. However, he might spawn at other locations across the map as well. So, as I said, in order to get this keycard, he will spawn as a blue dot on your map, indicating that there's a guard passed out drunk, and will allow you to search the body for this keycard that is going to give you access to these gates and to also your storage rooms for getting your treasure. Well, basically your gold, your paintings, and your cash and all that as well. Next, we're going to have the south wall. Again, there is a gap here. We're also going to have the south gate. Again, you'll need the key card. And then finally, which is going to be your trainers tunnel, which I talked about just a wee while ago. After that, we are going to have 6 points of interest, and these are going to be dotted all over the map. Your first point of interest is going to be the power station. Now, this is just down from the actual airstrip, and you're also going to have to take a picture of the power station, and it will give you the option to actually knock out the power to the island for an easier infiltration. After that, we're going to have also the control tower at the airstrip. This is going to be beneficial as well, as if you get access to this control tower, it actually gives you a scope out of the whole island, and you can tell pretty much where things are going to be as well. Next point of interest is going to be your bolt cutters. Now, for your bolt cutters, these are totally randomized for locations. These are the 4 locations that I got, as you can see, which are blumping right now. But I do have a playlist on my YouTube under the name Heist Stuff. That is going to take you to all the locations for finding bolt cutters, your grappling equipment, your guard clothing, and all that as well. So, and another video is going to show you the locations of where your your cash, your weed, your cocaine, your gold, and your paintings could possibly spawn as well. So I do suggest checking out that playlist, because I find it dead helpful for finding my bolt cutters, grappling equipment, guard clothing, and your secondary loot as well. But like I said, these are the 4 locations that I found for the bolt cutters. Now, again, like I said, these are going to be completely randomized. So these are the 4 locations that I got, whereas the 4 locations that you may have may be in different spots across this map. Again, you're going to have 4 grappling equipment. This is going to help you to get into the compound via the north wall / south wall, as there's going to be gaps in the walls. So also these are going to come in handy, especially if you're going to be using a 4-man team. Again, I'll go back quickly to the bolt cutters. The bolt cutters actually come in handy also. Basically, what you need the bolt cutters for is to get access to your cash and your cocaine and your weeds, etc. These are going to be actually locked up in fences, and they are going to have bolts wrapped around them. So hence why you'll need the bolt cutters in order to get access to them, and obviously to collect and grab them. Next of all, you're going to have your guard clothing. Now again, these are completely randomised along with your grappling equipment. So once again, I'll quickly show you the locations of the grappling equipment. These are the 4 locations that I got. Again, they are going to be randomised. Same goes for your guard clothing. Your guard clothing is going to be in random locations as well. So overall, you're going to have 4 guard clothing locations. These are the 4 that I got, but again, they are going to be randomised across the map. So do look at my playlist that I suggested. I'll give you a link to that playlist via below. That'll show you where you could find these guard clothing. Now the guard clothing is going to come in handy for when you are doing this heist, as you will be able to use this as a disguise, and basically you will be able to sneak into areas undetected, and it'll get you past security guards no problem, and you will literally not have to take them out unless you were to be caught stealing, like say, your secondary targets, etc. But yeah, I do suggest finding the locations of the guard clothing, because like I said, it does come in handy. Last of all, for points of interest, is going to be your supply truck. Now your supply truck is going to come in handy, especially if you're wanting to try and get access to the compound. Basically, it'll get you past patrol points and all that as well, like checkpoints that are going to have security cameras, that are going to have security guards and all that as well. Now again, for your supply truck, this is totally randomised. As you can see, I found this at one of the docks. It may spawn at the other dock, and it may spawn at other locations across the map as well, but like I said, it is completely randomised. That is going to basically do it for your intel, for your secondary, for your heist intel. As you can see, you get 1.1 million just for finding the files, and you can get over 4 million for your secondary targets. And basically, your loot bag is going to hold only so much. So as I'm going to tell you, your cash is going to get you the least likely amount of money, whereas all your other stuff will get you lots more, especially your gold, your paintings and your cocaine and all that. They're going to be worth a lot more, whereas your cash is going to be worth the least amount for stealing. But that does it basically for your heist stuff. Like I said, I'm going to leave a link below on locations for helping you find stuff. I'll give the description of that playlist via below this video. But anyway, next of all, we are going to talk about the brand new vehicles that they brought out for this heist as well, and I do believe there is quite a sufficient amount on Warstock. So we'll quickly go there. So on Warstock, I do believe there are 5 brand new heist vehicles. First one is going to be the Winky, and the Winky is basically a sort of like an army World War II type vehicle. You can also upgrade this to your Lincoln, so you can change the bumper, you can change the tyres, your equipment that's going to be in the side. Now I do believe this is a 3-seater vehicle, as far as I'm aware. as you may have thought, it would have been a four-seater, but so far I've only seen three people sitting in this vehicle. As you can see, like I said, it's a wartime vehicle because it's from 1945, which was the Second World War, I believe. Yeah, Second World War. Um, but yeah, it's a good vehicle to have. Also, it is quite slow for when you buy it standard. However, you can also upgrade all that at a later date to make it go a bit quicker. Now, you will have a buy it now price, and you will have a trade price for when you've wanting to buy this. Now, you will get the trade price for your first time when you are scoping out the island, because you do get to drive this straight away, and also your trade price is going to be 825,000, which I think is a bit dear. I would say I was expecting it to cost less than that, but hey ho, that's just GTA for you. Your next vehicle, which is going to be probably one of the smarter vehicles, and that is going to be this boat right here, called the Kurtz 31 patrol boat. As you can see, like what I was talking about with the Winky, you are going to have a trade price and you're going to have a buy it now price. As you can see, you can only get the trade price for completing the Perico Heist finale by using this approach. Again, it is a quite good vehicle to have. As you can see, it has a turret on the front, and I do think that's a possible turret slash machine gun turret on the back there. But also, this one here is going to be more effective for movement and all that. So your trade price here is going to be just over 2.2 million. Whereas your buy it now price is going to be needing enough 3 million. Your next vehicle is going to be this jet slash plane vehicle here, and it is going to be the Arconost RO86. As you can see, your trade price is just over 3.2, whereas your buy it now price is near enough 4.4 mil. This particular plane is jet powered and engined, and it's going to have 4 engines, 2 double engines on either side, which are going to be here and are going to be here. Also, you can change the livery on this, and you can change the paint on this. The features that are going to be on this is you can actually add flares for onto this as well, along with a smoke trail for also avoiding like missile lock-ons and stuff. I was kind of hoping for it to have like turrets on the top here, like here, and like underneath as well, but unfortunately it doesn't. The only main feature that it's used for is a bomb stealth plane. And you can also change what sort of bombs they're going to be, from like a cluster to explosive to like gas and all that as well. Your next vehicle is going to be the brand new Annihilator Stealth Attack Chopper. Now, this helicopter is a bit on the chunky side, but however, it is a nice helicopter, and it does come in handy, especially with it being a stealth chopper, a bit like your Akula, but in that same sort of way. Now again, you can upgrade this. One of the upgrades that you're going to have is you can have missiles coming out the side, which is going to be roughly about here on the chopper. Now you get to choose from 2 types of missiles. These missiles are going to be barrage missiles, or you can have homing missiles. Now the homing missiles, there's going to be a rectangle of 4 missiles each on both sides of the helicopter, whereas your barrage, you're going to have multiple missiles. Now the only thing that is a bit of a disappointment with the barrage missiles is you will not be able to lock onto vehicles. That is the only downside. I've I've tested this myself, and it does not lock onto vehicles whatsoever, whereas your homing missiles are going to lock onto vehicles. But I do suggest possibly getting the barrage, because also you're going to get more missile fire out of it, whereas your homing missiles you'll only be able to fire so many at a time. I do believe I think it's two at a time, whereas with the barrage it's like 4 to 6 at a time, I believe. Again, you're going to have a trade price of just under 3 mil, and your buy it now price is near enough 3.9. But overall, this is a nice helicopter. I suggest getting smooth handling for this, especially because it's going to be better for, let's say, movement and all that. Whereas your racing might be slightly harder to control this chopper. Also, again, you can upgrade the engine for better speed and all that as well. You can upgrade the armor and stuff. But yeah, the Annihilator is definitely a helicopter that worth getting. Next, we are going to have the Torreader, or however you pronounce that, and this is going to cost you just over 3.6 mil. Now, the good thing about this is it's another submarine car, and with this one is actually a 4-seater. Now, the only downside about this vehicle is the doors. I don't really like the doors on this vehicle, because rather than opening like your standard door, they actually open upwards like this, for like so lifting them, pretty like your Deluxo in a way. Now, the good thing about this vehicle is that it doesn't require much of upgrading, as your missiles and machine guns are going to be standard on this vehicle, and you do not need to worry about purchasing those. Again, you can change the colour of this vehicle, you can change the tint of the windows to like to black it out and stuff, and you can also change the livery on this as well. The only thing about this is it does not come with bulletproof tyres, so you're going to have to buy those separately, unfortunately. But overall, it is a great car, especially when you're using it on land. It's pretty fast once you upgrade it. Now, for your machine guns on this car, they are going to be just on the bonnet here. As you can see, these two little dots right here. That is where your machine guns are going to be, rather than them going to be amongst your headlights and stuff. And your missiles are going to be here where your headlights are going to be, rather than machine guns. But like I said, overall, it is a good vehicle to have. And last but not least, we are going to show you the brand new go-kart, which just recently came out last weekend. And this go-kart is going to be on Severn's autos, and as you can see, they've added another 2 vehicles, because these 2 vehicles weren't here originally either. And this is going to be the Grote Briosio 300, which is going to be the car that you're going to see parked outside the compound when you're flicking through the cameras. And as you can see, we have 2 types of go-kart. We have this one, which is the one that I've not long bought. This one is going to cost you 895,000. Again, you've got a variety of colours you can choose from. You can upgrade it as well. Now, the tyres are going to be standard. Unfortunately, you won't be able to change those. You can change this part here, and you can actually have like a metal cover over it. Again, you're going to have liveries for this vehicle, and you can change the steering wheel and all that as well. You can also change the colour of your engine, and also the exhaust pipe as well. Overall speed is going to be 2 bars. Acceleration is going to be near enough full. Braking could be slightly better, but again, it's not really the worst, unless it was slightly lower. But it probably is near enough in the worst category for braking. Um, but also you can slightly improve that to probably about two and a half. Well, but yeah, about near enough two and a half, I would say, for braking. Traction is also the better side of this vehicle, because also it's race type tyres. But overall, it's a smart wee vehicle to have. Um, Also, not really the best. I have seen better, but hey ho, that's my opinion. Like I said, these two are fairly new because I didn't see these two the last time. We're going to have this cut here called the Dink of Vento Modern. Now these are going to be like modern sort of go karts that you're going to see indoors. As you can see, back tires are covered and guardrails and all that as well, bumpers and stuff. I will be purchasing this go kart at a later date. This one's going to be slightly dearer, near enough a mil for this go kart, with a price of 995,000. Again, speed's pretty decent, acceleration's good, braking is slightly better than the classic, and the traction is going to be fairly the same as well. Again, I'm expecting you'll be able to change the livery. What I forgot to mention also is you can actually change the pedals and all that as well. You can change the type, you can make them chrome, and like I said, change the style of them as well. Like I said, you can change the livery, you can change the colour, probably be able to change, like I said, the bumper style and all that as well. But these are some smart features on it. And last but not least, we're going to have the new Groti. Now this reminds me of like a sort of old classic Fiat 500 in a way. That's what sort of car it looks like. Fairly old looking style vehicle. Again, I'm expecting you could probably also change the features to your liking. Now this one is actually going to be free for a while, so I believe this is the free car that they were going to be talking about. So it's now, if you didn't realise, with previous GTA announcement, they announced that if you were able to beat the target of robbing the casino so many times, if we were able to beat that target, that GTA were going to give us a free vehicle, and that is this vehicle. Now, I do believe it is going to be free for a certain amount of time until they bring back the original price, which is going to be 610,000. So, if you are wanting this vehicle, I suggest getting it straight away, because, like I said, it is only going to be free for a certain length of time. But anyway, that is going to wrap up today's video. I hope I went over quite a fair bit of this brand new heist. Again, like I said, I'm going to be giving a description to that playlist where you can find your secondary targets and all that, and helpful tutorials for when you are exploring the Perico Island. Again, I'm quite happy with the new vehicles that have came out. Some are also better than others, but that's just my honest opinion. But anyway, we're going to wrap this video up here. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop a like. Let's aim for about 5 likes on this video. I know we can do it, guys. Please show your support and appreciation. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button. That way you'll get notified of all my new and recent content. And like I said, I'm going to try and upload as much as possible if I can. Maybe not so much over the Christmas period, as I will have plans for doing other stuff. I want to also spend time with my family and and friends and all that, and maybe not so much friends, because I do believe the UK is going into another lockdown, unfortunately, and we are going to be going into a lockdown as of Boxing Day for 3 weeks. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing, but unfortunately we can't do a lot about it, as law is law. But anyway, like I said, we're going to wrap this video up here. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody. Goodbye.